Lally ho, friends, and welcome back to. Man, I think it's 83. I don't even know anymore. I should really check. I do this to myself every time. You know what I should do is just stop saying what episode it is, right?
Welcome back to another episode. Yeah.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Last time I knew it was because it was episode 69, and I couldn't not know.
Nice.
Yeah.
It was episode 69.
Oh yeah, that was the lich fight.
Yeah.
Jesus. I haven't done the recap yet, so I'm not handing out punspiration.
Psychic, I just got it.
that was a wasted opportunity. But welcome back.
3 to 5 business seconds.
Yes.
We had a very exciting episode last time. I thought we actually officially saw the end of the Empire as we know it, as collectively you all managed to band together and defeat the Omega weapon, having already defeated Noctis the episode prior, I'm pretty sure. And it was this really great moment where everybody came together. We had some really cool abilities that went off as everybody hit their limit break, and the forces that you had gathered, the allies you had made, came in to help you to assist with this final battle. I don't know if I told you all, but you ended up dealing over 1,000 damage to the Omega weapon overall. The thing had over 1,000 HP between both phases.
So that means we did 1,000 damage in 5 rounds.
Well, you did have,
because we had 3 rounds on the elevator and then 2 rounds to blow it up, right?
Yep. Now your allies helped with that. Your allies helped with that.
That's true. Yeah. That's true.
But then Bazcat did about half of that.
And Bazcat, yeah. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
But yes,
and then Frazee got her first actual real crit.
Oh yeah, that was pretty dope. But yeah, so it was over.
What killed the Omega?
It was. Yeah, it was. First crit, and it brought him all the way down, just barely too. Like it just crossed the threshold. But yeah, over 1,000 damage overall. Afterwards, there was a little bit of downtime where people paired off. You know, couples reunited as Squall and Renoa really took their first moment of quiet since all this started. As Lauren realized he had nobody, and made a deal with Sephiroth to team up to hunt down Hojo when all this was over. Poor creepy Hojo that hasn't really done anything bad now has a
in this campaign.
In this campaign. Oh, right. If you're just tuning in to episode 80 something of Kupo Quest, you should know the characters are references at best, but are not direct pulls from their game. So this Hojo is not evil. So don't think that I'm just excusing everything he did in Final Fantasy VII, okay? That's not what's happening here. Hashtag free Hojo. But but where we ended, there was a scream as the crowd gathered around and saw that Conrad had been murdered. His throat slit and stabbed. And as Sarah kind of pushed through the crowd and saw all of this, there were 2 of you, I believe. Lauren
me and Ava.
And Izzy, right? Okay.
No, Lauren and Ava.
Me and Ava, yeah.
Ava, you're right. Okay, so just the 2 of you.
Mm-hmm.
You guys noticed Furion off in the distance, who seemed to notice you noticing him. And you're pretty sure he's the one that did this. That's where we're going to pick up.
I'm in cleric mode.
That's where we're going to pick up. You all were on the magic carpet, if I remember correctly. Bazcat, they picked you up, I believe.
Yeah.
Izzy, on the other hand, as soon as this happens, on his broom, flies straight down to Sarah. I mean, he flies straight to her to see what she needs, to comfort her, just knowing that even though Conrad sucks, that was her dad, so she's a little upset. So Izzy is currently off trying to calm her down. What are the rest of you doing? Or do you care?
I am in cleric mode. I don't know this bitch from Adam. I just see a dead guy.
Okay.
So I'm gonna dart in and, assess the situation.
Your darting in, Bazcat, is probably going to be running as well. I'm going to put a hand on Ava's shoulder real quick. Because I had a higher investigation to see, so I probably noticed that we were both looking in the same direction. I'm going to put a hand on your shoulder and just quietly to you I'm just gonna say, I don't care what you do, but as far as I'm concerned, we didn't see anything.
Snitches get stitches. Wink.
How did you even see that? You're blind.
Snitches are bitches that end up in ditches with stitches.
I mean, I can see now. I gave up my the whole blindness thing. It's a long story. We have to chat a lot about.
How many
some
fingers
things
am I
that
holding
can
up?
see. 3. Put them down.
Damn.
Well played.
But Lauren, yeah, he's just gonna be like, letting you know now. We are going to talk later. But if Firion didn't do it, I would have. So as
I
far as I'm
understand.
concerned, I didn't see anything. I'm still blind. You do whatever you want with that
Are you actually going
information.
to? Are you actually going with you're still blind? Like, is that something I need to keep secret? Or are you just?
Oh no, I
blind
can
right
see. I'm gonna tell. They'll be able to see.
Oh,
They'll be
okay,
able to
okay.
like, oh my god, look at that. They'll be like, where? And be able to look exactly where they're looking. So like, I'm probably gonna give it away at some point. But like, just as far as I'm concerned, Furion's been next to Sarah the whole time.
I like how Lauren doesn't have the confidence in himself to be able to keep up the route. He's like, oh no,
absolutely
I won't.
not.
I won't be able to do this.
It was like I could see
he's
before.
like, do your best, but like, if it gets out, it gets out.
Actually, that's a question I want to ask. Now that I'm no longer blind, can I still see numbers above everybody's heads?
Yeah, that didn't change.
That's a good
Hell
question.
yeah.
What was mine
It's
still
your
like
head's number
800?
Yeah, yours,
Something like that.
something.
yours was
I've been
very
trying to
high.
Did you
figure out
ever
what it
figure out
could
what
mean.
those
but-
were?
Chicken wings.
I'm.
That was
Yeah,
the
That's right.
how many chicken wings
Is
they
that the
could eat.
number of chicken wings we have eaten or will eat over the course of our lives? Because
That was indeterminate.
Either way, I think it works either way for 100-year-old Euphrasie.
Yeah,
I think
so
it's heavy because Bascat could wait. I think he had like something like 90 or something. I'm sure he
was
could
like
in the
60
future eat
something.
way more than
You
that.
can eat
Yeah,
that in one sitting. Yeah.
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 he's
but
probably
yeah,
had chicken
so-
wings once in his life, and they were delicious.
And it was that much. Yeah.
Kellen
Again,
suggested alcoholic beverages, which also works.
yeah. Again, I want to
Considering
point out,
Euphrasie is 100.
if for some reason this is the first time you're joining Kupo Quest again, just for that one person in the beginning there.
Hey, that one person.
Hi,
We love
one
you.
person. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Got a bunch of other shows you should check out too. It's not actually chicken wings. They don't know, but so just so you know, we have fun here. We're just goofing
That
around.
was Bascat's idea.
But
This
as
was
far
our
as
what is the number wrong answers only.
Yep.
but yes, you can still see numbers.
Yeah, cool. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to tell to Ava at this present moment in time.
Okay. Euphrasie, as you kind of push through the crowd, whatever you have to say, cleric, whatever you're screaming, people start parting to let you through. But once you get to the middle, you see Izzy kind of trying to it's kind of awkward because you see Izzy's trying to comfort Sarah, but I don't think Izzy really knows how.
His heart's not in it.
to do. I mean, he wants to. Like, you can tell he wants to.
Oh, okay. He's just like,
My dad died recently
you're
too,
there?
Sarah.
Yeah, exactly. At least yours didn't turn to ash, just stuff like that. Like,
At least
he's
yours
trying.
wasn't just a lich.
But it doesn't seem to really be working. Give me a medicine check.
Okay.
Now that you're in there.
Ooh.
Euphrasie's skills got kind of jacked up because I accidentally clicked something, so I forgot if I ever had proficiency in medicine. So we're gonna go with I don't.
It doesn't look like it would have mattered anyway. He's dead.
Gotta fucking
This dude's dead. Throat is like open.
I mean, that's pretty good for 2.
Can we talk about like my roles in this fucking channel?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Like,
well, hey,
the light.
You got a crit last episode.
I got one good one. That was statistics saying you're not that was statistics saying like we don't completely hate you.
I think we're
not actively rigged against you.
It's just D&D Beyond trying to keep you from quitting. But no, he's as far as you can tell, he's dead. Throat open. like blood
I
on the
mean,
ground, dead. You think that's funny, do you, Psych? Does death
As
amuse
opposed to
you?
the blood being where in the sky. Like,
I mean, it's normally
inside
if it was
inside
in
the
sky, that'd
body.
be concerning. Yeah.
Normally
he's,
stuff is
inside.
he's not
unclear.
internal bleeding.
Inside of him,
He's
you
not.
dingus. I love that. That's my favorite quote. Your phrase quote. Inside of him, you dingus.
Inside of him, you dingus!
God.
I feel like if anyone would call someone a dingus, it would be Livy, who you have yet to meet. So
Yeah. Or psychic in real life, because it sounds really close to dingo. Do you say dingus over there?
We say drongo.
Can go to my baby.
Oh.
dingus is something I kind of made.
No, I've heard it before.
I think
Actually,
dingus is like it's like
Okay.
a nerd in human
No,
speak.
Dumbus is the thing I made up.
really quick
Dumbuses.
side tangent. I actually went to high school with a guy whose name was Dingus, and I'm
I'm
not
so
making.
sorry to
I'm
him.
not making that
That's
up.
kind
Like his
unfortunate.
government
I
name was
believe
Dingus.
you
Their government
because
name
this
was
is
Dingus.
the South.
Yeah.
I believe you because we all live in the South-ish, so...
Anyway, what do you want to do with your 2? This dude's dead.
Attempts... I'm assuming this was recent. I'm assuming...
Oh,
I
yeah.
can assume well enough by the fact that the blood is wet that this was recent enough that, like, in theory, Revivify should work.
It would. Likely.
In theory.
Is anyone going to stop me?
If I see you pull
Lauren's
out
gonna
diamonds,
think about
Ava will
it.
step up. Yeah.
She goes to, like, take off her little tiara.
Phrasey, maybe we should ask Sarah first. You consult with Sarah.
Don't know if that's a good idea. We all know what she's
Hey,
going to say
Sarah,
in
how
this
do you feel
state.
about your dead dad?
Besides, I think Izzy already asked that exact question like 5 seconds ago. Like, so, your dead dad.
like-
How you feeling about that? Yeah, don't do it.
Is this Garuda?
Yeah.
We're afraid.
Yeah, Garuda.
All I'm saying is, think this through. You've got a golden opportunity here. One adversary out of the way that you didn't have to deal
One
with.
shot, do not miss your chance to blow.
Wait,
This
what?
opportunity comes
This guy's-
once, maybe twice in a lifetime.
Yo.
I feel like I'm missing really important context, but
He's the reason people stopped visiting me. He's the reason my power waned in the first place. As far as I'm concerned, he belongs on the ground.
I see. She kind of steps up and steps back and just kind of just kind of shakes her head. Like, for any of the crowd that's watching her.
The crowd seems mainly focused on Sarah. The 1 or 2 people that looked to you realize kind of what you're signifying. Sarah hasn't even noticed that you've come up. She's kind of just inconsolable at the moment. Give me an insight check, the 2 of you that are there. Or Bazcat, if you
Don't
came in, you can give me an insight check too.
bungle this.
I'll do it.
Yeah!
Holy
It won't do shit, but it'll do it anyways.
33. Man, I don't even know why I ask Ava to roll anymore.
Our boy's not really very insightful. I rolled a 1. Bazcat is
Bazcat's
thinking
not.
about how hungry he is.
Bazcat's hungry.
I wish Izzy had
That's
that
real
teriyaki chicken.
Bazcat's like, oi, why is that dude's blood out of the body?
For some
I didn't do
reason,
that.
I'm in the mood for some chicken wings. I've only had them once in my life, but suddenly I'm thinking about them again.
What's a chicken?
What's a chicken? Joke about wings. Ew, no. We don't-
Ava. Yeah, they're not chocobo. We made that mistake of making a joke about eating chocobo really early on, and I think Kellen shut that down.
Our
Sorry,
chicken.
Kellen.
Have we just decided chickens exist then?
Yeah, chickens
this
exist.
world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, people have to have
Fair enough.
some kind of
They're cute.
to eat.
So
So with a
that's a lie, you're
33,
fucking
Ava,
evil.
yeah, that's why we kill them. You read her, you can read her like a book. I mean, you know Sarah. You've known her for a very long time at this point. You're pretty close to her. You can see kind of playing through her face just this range of emotions. She's very raw at the moment. She like is wearing all of her emotions on her sleeve, and there's grief there, but then there's also like guilt that you see across her face that you kind of can interpret just knowing her, this guilt for the relief that she likely feels over this being done. And you can see like the two parts of her kind of warring with herself. This grief for a father that she's mourning, but also this person that was horrible to her, that had threatened her and her fiance and had taken her kingdom and endangered her people. And you can see that she's in this particular moment really struggling with bringing the two of those people in her head together to mourn what she had and what he had turned into. But it does seem like Euphrasia has opted not to revivify unless she pulls like a last minute switcheroo on us.
I'm listening to the people that know more about this than me.
Ava will reach into his pouch that he has the chocobo forest berries from. I assume Sarah would probably realize that and will be like, you want the berry? And he's trying to...
I love that that's your answer for anyone having like any like extreme emotion in any sense. Just take a berry.
Well, doesn't it have like a calm emotions type effect too?
It does,
like, yeah, that's what I thought.
It does, but it's still very funny because most people, I assume, the average human is not aware of this.
Berry. I do like the idea of Ava just walking up to random sad people. Would you like a berry?
Or he'll just continuously pull that on Euphrasia, and he knows it'll work every time because it's just so jarring.
Every time you guys have a fight, he's like, "You want like a, I don't know, like a smoothie?" Or he starts hiding it in your food. She looks at you.
Garuda would spoil that so fast.
She looks at you and just, right now, thank you. I think I need to sort through this on my own. But thank you.
If you need anything from me, don't hesitate to ask. Anything.
I appreciate that. I do. So we're making a scene. Okay, everyone. Everyone who is not part of my guard, please just give us some space. I need some help, please. And she starts kind of like bringing in her guard and kind of like pushing people back, starting to make it to where, they're kind of hiding the body for people and preparing to move it or do something with it.
Drape something over it.
Yeah, exactly. As she just kind of puts her hand on your shoulder, Ava. We'll talk later, okay?
Of course, whenever you're ready.
Okay. Thank you.
Are you going to come north with us?
What was that? I missed it.
I said, are you going to come north with us?
She kind of looks back at her father.
Maybe that can be during our talk later.
I don't think I can. I mean, that was a decent plan when we still had a figurehead to run things, to run the rebuild. But I don't know how I could in good conscience go at this point.
Now who run the world? Girls.
I understand.
Exactly. You'll notice that towards the end here, there's women in major political positions of every major. I mean, Squall is still president, but we both know him and Renoa do everything together,
really,
right?
Yeah.
But yeah, there are women in charge of all major factions at this point. And now there's
a lot more peaceful.
And now there's peace. Isn't that funny?
Meanwhile, you want to know who's been like kind of like run-ish by a woman the whole time and hasn't been like problem actively in any of the shit that's been going down here? Cordelia
Ishgard.
Pascal.
Ishgard. Ishgard's been
Ishgard
for quite a while now. So you kind of get lost in the crowd that's gathered around, and they're not forcibly pushing you back. There's just a lot of people coming in, and it kind of just jostles everyone back a little bit. And now you're kind of cut off from her, as the guards are kind of, forcing others back, and then just asking you, please, just give her some space, if you don't mind, please. I know you're friends, but we'll send word when she's feeling better. Ready to
Thank you.
talk.
Appreciate that.
Izzy also kind of gets kind of escorted away to just so that they can have this kind of be a private moment. Lauren, what are you doing during all this?
Lauren is kind of looking around and seeing things for the first time in a long time. He's kind of trying to figure out where he kind of sits with everything. He has a very grim and morbid thought for half a second of casting Speak with Dead on Conrad. But then he kind of just this is definitely not the time for something like that.
Just
it's
so
like,
you
I'm
can
gonna
get one more fuck off.
Literally, that's what it would be. That's literally what it would be. It would be asking questions
glad you're
about
dead.
Necron and shit.
I think this is the one
Lauren
time
having
I'm
tact in my Kupo Quest, it's strangely more likely than you think.
was just about to say. I think this is the one time where Lauren having some kind of tact surprises me and disappoints me a little bit, because that would have been awesome.
So I think for now, Lauren is going to walk up to probably Bazcat first and just give you a light pat, and then getting closer to Ava and Euphrasia. I'm just going to walk up closer to Ava, obviously. And I'm just going to say, as upsetting as this moment is, we may have won this battle, but we still need to rest up. We still have to go to Ishgard, right? That's what Shiva is.
Yep, we do.
This is kind of a priority. Is if everything is left to be, then soon nothing will be. So we need to move quickly.
You know what that means.
I don't think she's
We're
going to like
going on a
me.
trip in our favorite airship. Thank you.
I love it.
She's not going to like me talking to the fucking Council of Eikons for much longer.
When you say that, no one responds to you. No icons respond to you. You look up and everyone's frozen in place.
What?
You do hear another voice, though.
Lord's this Conrad. No.
The millisecond he does it.
Yeah.
You're right, actually. It's not my favorite thing you've been doing lately. You notice that your breath comes out, and you see it. You look around the battlefield around you. Everyone is still, frozen in time, it seems. A shiver comes over you as you feel a chill. You turn around, and for the first time in a very, very long time, you see Shiva in all of her glory, standing before you, just looking at you. Go ahead.
I immediately kneel, bow my head.
There's no need for that, daughter. You rise, please. You've done exceptionally well so far. I'm so proud of you. And we're so close. I have had my attention pulled elsewhere. Do they know of your plan? Or are they still unawares?
They know.
Yet they march on with you. You must have gained their trust somehow.
I have.
Rosie, why do you avoid my gaze? Are you hiding something? You can tell me.
No, I can't.
I don't know.
You don't have to be
I-
afraid of me, Euphrasie. I would never hurt you. You know that.
Every woman watching this episode just cringed so fucking hard.
Clench.
It's not like you all don't have reason to not trust Shiva, right? I mean, everybody super trusts her, right?
Yeah, right, yeah.
I would never play a manipulative NPC. That would be so far beneath me. I just can't
Of
imagine
course, of
myself
course.
doing it.
You're doing such a great job, sweetie, anyway.
Have you? You must know what you ask of me would do to Mysidia.
There will be challenges and sacrifices that have to be made, but this is the only way. I have thought this through. I have spent centuries thinking this through, Euphrasie. And I have lined up everything, and you are so close to bringing this home. One final task I ask of you, and then you can rest. Your charge will be complete. Come to me, in the northern cave, where the Mother Crystal lies. I will clear the way for you. No danger shall befall you on your way, I promise you that. One final step, that's all there is.
I have to see Livy first. And
I
Mum.
understand. But don't.
She would want to be there. She served you faithfully.
She has. But do not dwell for too long. Now that all of the Eikons have been consolidated within Ava, things will escalate quickly from this point.
What happens to him?
Him. Nothing.
Ava.
He will survive this. All we need is for him to transfer the power into the crystal.
Do I believe her?
Give me an insight check.
Oi!
You're not sure. This matches up with what she's told you before. Right? You don't really have any reason not to believe her, except for the fact that your new companions have kind of put seeds of doubt in your head about her motives. And they've kind of made you see her whole crusade a little differently. But as far as believing her at face value, you don't really have any reason not to.
I just don't want him taken from me.
I know. And I wouldn't put you in a position that would cause that. I wouldn't do that to you.
But my other friend's entire home.
Mysidia will be... There will be casualties there. But not everyone. They will be able to survive this. They'll think of something. They always do. They always have. I'm not going to lie, Euphrasia. People will die with this. There's just no way around it, but it is for the greater good. It is the only way to ensure the future of Fantasia, to make sure that this doesn't happen again. We must take the power from the Eikons, return it to the earth itself where it belongs, where it cannot harm your kind anymore. You know I speak the truth, Euphrasia, you know it. You've walked this path with me for as long as you can remember. Don't stumble now, and we're so close to the finish line.
Must we?
There is no other way. She takes a step closer to you, and as she approaches, for the first time you feel wind. I mean, you haven't felt wind in forever since, these fuckers took the wind crystal.
Fucked the wind up.
But you feel it as she kind of...
responsibility.
That's really... Yeah, of the people on this call, it's just Fishy. Everybody else is innocent.
Well, they didn't stop him, so...
No,
They're
these characters weren't even
We
there.
weren't even. We didn't
Yeah,
even
those
get
characters
there.
weren't there,
Well,
yeah.
This was like 3 characters ago for me.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But it's a chilled wind. It's very cold, and like when you're out and there's like and you're out in the winter and it's really cold and your face starts to hurt
Yeah.
a little bit as she comes
Mhm.
close, but then you feel a very cold touch on your cheek as she kind of lifts your face and lifts your gaze to meet hers. As she looks into your soul. You've trusted me this far. One last thing, Euphrasia. And then it's over. One last thing.
Oh, do I fuck it up now or do I wait?
That's a you question.
Oh yeah. May we speak again before I get there?
I don't believe so. But we will speak when you get there.
All right.
She leans down and places a kiss on your forehead. It feels very cold, but at the same time, there's a warmth to it, like a warmth of the soul, this comforting, motherly love that kind of radiates through you at this. I'll see you soon, my daughter. She kind of just rubs your cheek. And then you blink once, and the sound of everything comes back into you. The heat of the day rushes over you. Ava, you're mid-sentence. Just what were you saying? Just start
Oh,
talking.
yeah, we need to go talk to Squall. Euphrasia, Squall's... I don't think you were properly introduced.
What?
We should go meet Squall. Are you okay? You just, snap... Were you daydreaming?
Short answer to that question is no.
Good, I
But
think.
Did your brain stop? Happens to me once in a while. It's all right. I'll come back on in a minute.
Only once in a while. No.
Nice cat. Love you.
no, if anything, everything else stopped and it kept going. Squall, yes. The short answer to your question, Ava, is no, but if there's one thing I can do, Let's put on a face.
Oh, Lauren hated that.
It's like one of those games. Lauren will
Lauren's
remember
off
that.
brooding in a corner.
Lauren, remember
Yeah.
I like that.
I love it. I love this dynamic we've created.
That's funny.
Well, I'll go into detail later when we're not actively trying to do diplomacy.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yes, show me. I don't think I never did formally meet Squall.
Squall! Come here. I'll start walking towards him.
He looks over at you, summoning him, as like he's still like he's like talking to Renoa for the first
Oh,
time
shit.
in like.
Wait, sorry, I'll come to
weeks.
you. Sorry, no, I'll take my time though.
And he gives you this look like, the fuck, bro.
My bad, man. 10 minutes.
Like,
My bad.
punches you in the,
My bad.
Frazee like
I
punches you in the shoulder lightly.
You
They
see,
were
He
just
just
hugging
got-
downstairs an hour ago.
You just got broke-hearted so hard.
You can walk over there and tap him on the shoulder, Ava. You don't have to shout.
But that's why I yell. Oh, well, yeah.
Looks like Ava's brain stopped too.
I see it. Happens to the best of us.
you see Renoa kind of giggling at like this whole interaction. And at this point, Squall's just kind of crossed his arms, gotten all moody and grumpy.
I just kind of
It's
look
just-
over and I just mouth sorry.
Hey, yeah, it's perfect timing. You're crazy. Let's
You can
go
see
meet our friends.
as you mouth sorry, you like walk eyes with Squall, and he just mouths back, whatever.
I don't think you Frazee can tell if that's a I'm mad at you whatever or an I don't actually care whatever.
Neither can anyone who played
Nobody-
Final
Yeah,
Fantasy
neither can
VIII.
anyone. Yeah.
Nobody can. That's the point. It's like his
I have a
catchphrase.
20 passive insight and I still can't.
She looks
Yeah.
like just a little sad and she's like, have you already managed to bungle a social interaction with someone for me, Ava?
Yeah, absolutely.
I've had
Get
enough
used
of-
to it.
I've had enough of bungling I've already bungled enough of my own interactions for one day.
Called making a good first impression. They're gonna
Ava!
remember that forever.
Just so we're clear too, by the way, the insight roll to determine what the whatever means is a 40. So if you can pull that off,
Oh God!
I will tell you
Crit.
the context of
crit?
the whatever.
What if I crit?
Nope.
Alright.
It's got to
Roll
hit 40.
24. I
Damn
got
it.
this. I mean, technically, I
I
can.
could, if it was investigation, I could pull it off.
Could you pull it off?
If it was investigation, I roll high enough, I could pull it off.
Ironically, you'll,
Guidance.
I'm not
you'll
going.
likely be disappointed with the answer, but then you'll know what kind of whatever it
Yeah.
was.
It's not worth it, but it's not worth it, and I think it's more on brand for you, Frazee, to like overanalyze it for just long enough to like continue to feel like upsetting emotions
it
about
worse.
it. Yeah.
To make the situation worse,
But,
because now
like-
you're like, the tension is there, and he can feel that you're uncomfortable because you're not sure what he said. Now he's
Yeah.
getting grumpy.
You Frazee was already like not okay. And now she's even less okay. She just won't look up at anyone at this point.
She'll be right.
Okay.
30-second walk over there, but in your head, it's 10-minute conversation with yourself.
Practicing in your head what you're gonna say.
You're like running through it like over and over, and all of a sudden, Garuda goes, "Would you please shut the fuck up? Good Lord. Take a deep breath."
I'm sorry.
Oh my God! They can
It's-
hear our thoughts. That must be so
my-
annoying.
Just
Poor Garuda.
let's practice some deep breathing, shall we? 1, 2, 3, move it.
Of course, the wind icon does the breathing exercises.
Right.
I like to think that I love that Garuda is like the primary member of the fucking council that talks.
There's 2 reasons for that. 1, it was the first one they came across. 2, she's my favorite
True.
to do.
That's fair.
And she's actually developed a relationship with Ava, so it's just more fun. She's kind of like their
Yeah.
ambassador.
I don't know. I did apologize to Titan for like kind of sticking him behind the wall of Shiva in my soul, right?
You did.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
he
also-
knew, or he said he understood it wasn't your fault, or that you had no
Okay.
meant behind it. I think.
Also, headcanon, I like to think that Garuda won't let them talk. She's like, "No, I got this." Like shushes them.
Like,
Very
Ifrit's been
big
here
sister
for like
energy.
5 minutes and has said like 5 words, and that's all there.
Yeah. Well, he's mad
All
too.
ever
So.
has to say, yeah,
He
that's
is
true,
allowed to
I'm mad.
say.
Because Garuda's like, you're done. You said all you. No. I don't even remember what
Don't-
NPC voice I used for that, so shut it.
Garuda, but more of a man and more on slightly smoother, I think.
Yeah. Who cares? He's not talking anymore. But you all, as you all start walking over, yeah, they just kind of wait for you to get there. When you're about like 10 paces out, Euphrasie, you get almost tackled as Renoa's kind of run over to the group, and she just has thrown her arms around you and is hugging you.
Uh,
Oh my gosh, she kind of pulls you back. What you did down there was incredible. I know that I'm only standing here because of you. Thank you so much. You saved both of our lives. I can't thank you enough. We are in your debt.
Euphrasie, that's Renoa, and that over there with the grumpy man is Squall. That's
Oh,
the
don't worry about
president
him right
and vice
now.
president of Harlem. Okay.
I'm so sorry. That's so rude. You're right, Ava. I didn't even introduce myself. I'm so sorry. Yes, Renoa, and that is my husband. But as you can see, he's having like a he's being kind of in a mood right now. He's telling me I should lie down, all that bullshit. But from the back, you hear, "You should lie down. You're fucking pregnant. You just."
He does have a point.
Do not take his side.
No,
Yeah.
Euphrasie was about to say something because cleric mode, but then she decides better of it.
Yeah, you can't tell a pregnant woman what to do.
I'm gonna make sure he doesn't say anything stupid.
Yes, it is good to actually meet you. I've all I've ever heard is your name, so it's good to see the faces of the people we're saving.
It's good to see faces again. To be honest, it was hard. But I knew that Squall and you all collectively would. I knew I could count on my friends. And it seems
Friends you
they
didn't
picked up
even
some
know you
new
had
friends.
yet.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Yes, hello. Formally introduce myself. Euphrasie Pascal. I'm all the way from Ishgard.
Oh. It's
Shiva's
very,
temple.
very nice to meet you. I've always wanted to go to Ishgard. I hear it's really cold. And, I'm more of a beach girl, but
It's lovely.
I'll have to make my way up there one day. And I'm sorry. I think she kind of points off just right behind you at Lauren, kind of standing, I imagine, a little away from everybody.
A little bit, yeah.
Who is that
Sorry,
again?
what the fuck is that?
Oh, the spooky that's Lauren. The spooky one, that's Lauren.
Is he okay? It looks like he was injured pretty badly in the fight. I mean, I think his eyes are still bleeding.
I'm working on it. I wouldn't be too concerned.
He's okay?
He's all right. Yes.
Okay, perfect. Hey,
Everyone's
Squall, get over here and stop being so fucking rude. Squall just kind of rolls his eyes and starts walking towards the group. Renor turns back to
I
you.
mean, Ava did kind of.
I'm sorry for my language, by the way. I don't know what came out of me just then.
Oh please! Oh please! I swear like a fucking sailor.
Okay then.
She does.
Squall at this point just has finally
Rested.
begrudgingly came over. Ava,
Hi, Squall.
Fast Cat,
Thanks
I'm
for your help.
sorry.
Other
Majesty?
Oh, none of that shit.
Just kidding, my friend.
Thank you.
I want to formally apologize to Ava on Ava's behalf for fucking yelling at you for like.
He's used to it.
Yeah, I was gonna say which time.
The one I witnessed.
Yeah. The thing I've learned about Ava is that they can be very eloquent
It's okay. You can say.
and
Mm-hmm.
convincing when
Thank
they
you.
need to be.
Mhm.
But then when they don't need to be, they're the exact opposite. It's
I had a
That's
panic
true.
attack and he offered me a berry, so
he does do that. Now,
At least
they're
the berries
damn,
are good though, right?
they're damn good berries. I have to give him that.
Right? I don't understand.
Huh?
They're
Good
very
berries. Sorry.
You don't get that one because I technically made it.
Oh,
Well,
I've had
inspiration.
inspiration for 7 sessions. I don't think I need it.
You don't need it.
Like, right? I don't understand. Where
I don't know.
there's
You
some
just
things I choose not to question.
normally I would advise strange berries from random people be one thing that you should question, but in this case, I think it's okay.
Yeah, he's the exception.
You can see that was Squall's version of a joke. he didn't smile. He just deadpan said it, but that was his version of a joke as he just kind of smirks a
Crazy
little
got
bit.
it.
I knew a guy like that.
She smirks back at him.
Is he one of those guys where he's kind of like subtly looking at all our reactions to see if anyone's
Yeah.
smiling or anything?
Very
Yeah.
Oh,
subtle.
100%.
Phrasey loves it. Phrasey's
Yeah.
so into that.
Um,
Phrasey's into this joke.
listen, in all seriousness though, I can't thank you enough. He brought my wife, my family back to me. And I will remember that forever. You always have an ally in Balam. And you always can call on either one of us whenever you need. Thank
Same for
you.
you, Squall. Well, at least for Cornelia. I can't attest to everybody else, but
He kind of looks around at what's happening. I understand your sentiment, but... And I'm not one for this, typically. But for the first time in a while, I'm feeling... Renoa leans over. The word you're looking for is hopeful, Squall. I know it's a foreign concept for you, but hopeful. He kind of rolls his eyes. Hopeful, then. I mean, yesterday, the Empire was such an oppressive force still. Balam destroyed. They seemed unstoppable, and now today, we stand on the ruins of what was once their great empire, forging our own destinies because of you, the things that you've done. This is the first chance we've had to actually have peace in this region. I think we just have to remember what that looks like.
Make sure we use this chance that we've been given and to the best of our abilities.
Well, I know what I have to do now. What are the rest of you off
Go the
to?
fuck to sleep.
Well, immediately, yes, that'll probably be first. But I meant more, with the rebuilding effort.
I have a favor to ask of you, Squall.
Well, I think you've more than earned that.
I'm sure this was your plan eventually, but Sephiroth deserves to know.
Renoa steps over. Know what?
You didn't even tell your wife?
When would I have had the chance?
That's a
That's
good point.
fair.
My bad.
What do you,
I didn't
what do
think
you
about
think
that.
we've been
Yeah, that's
doing?
true. No, yeah. Yeah, no,
Euphrasia
that's
is
my
just
bad.
as clueless
Yep,
as
that's my
Renoa,
bad.
actually.
Yep.
Renoa kind of looks around. Squall, what are they talking about? Look, it's going to be a long conversation. I promise. I'll fill you in. But I agree. He needs to know. I don't regret not telling him. Just like
No, I don't either. I encouraged it, but he
I
does need
don't
to know.
regret the advice I gave you about not telling me. Even though you all fucked that up. It was still good advice, I think, but no, it's time he knew. Let's hope he takes it well. He seems to have a level head, though, so. I mean, if anybody who
Ah.
knows
Yeah,
Sephiroth
no best.
knows that he's
yeah.
really even-tempered.
Eh,
So,
I have seen him twice, and both times before I could attempt to know him, he's just kind of flown off into the mist. So I wish I could agree with you.
I mean, he did it
But I
pretty
don't.
calm, temperately, though.
I mean, yeah,
it's fair.
he didn't seem to fly off the handle. Also, only one person is gonna get this. But are we about to fucking Aldrin Sov Sephiroth?
I don't get that, so maybe.
Are we
I don't
about to
know.
like Viola? Are we about to have like a Viola moment with like Sephiroth and be like, "So you actually have committed countless atrocities,
Oh, well.
and you just don't remember them."
Pretty much.
yeah.
Except he can fly and deal like 200 damage a hit. So-
Yeah, and summon meteors.
and summon
Wow.
meteors and all that crap.
Wow,
Yeah.
really out here dunking on the black mage. All right,
You'll level up
all right,
eventually.
I see how it is.
Squall kind of just sighs. I think maybe that's still a conversation for tomorrow. Today, we rest, we celebrate what we've actually accomplished, and prepare for what's next. Speaking of,
Absolutely.
I assume you're off after this, or have you completed everything you need to?
We need to go up north very soon.
Well, I would offer to go, but I think that as one of the few surviving people of Balam, I think I'm needed here.
Yeah, no, you
Or
and
Noah pops
you and
up.
Sarah should stay.
I'll go. No, you fucking. As he starts to say that, she looks at him like, "Don't you tell me what to do." And there's this
Cannot
moment
tell
where
Greg what-
he looks at her, and they're like having this silent conversation, and for the first time, you see just like this pleading look come out of Squall's face. And she finally goes, "Fine, I can't go, but maybe when you come back."
Sometime you'll have to come up and see
Exactly. Yeah,
come
let's
up
do
and
that.
see me and my family in the temple. We're about to we'll probably be speaking with my sister, and she's not fond of crowds, so
Okay, well, once this all settles down, I would love to visit. I mean, it's always sounded like a great place, and it's just so hard to get to. But now we have you all have the airship. I assume you'd give me a ride, though, right? You would.
one of these days you'll get to throw a snowball at
Of course.
somebody, either because you actually want to or because you just want to mess with them. And if you want to mess with them, it's so much fun.
She like looks over at Squall, and he just goes,
Oh no.
God."
You and me, Ava and Squall, we're having us a snowball fight one of these days.
It's just the two fingers, like
Yeah, exactly.
In hers.
Fine. We can go on vacation to have a snowball fight when this is over. If that will make you happy. I think so.
when this gestures at stomach is over.
Yeah,
And there's a
exactly.
bunch of clerics. You'll be surrounded by clerics up there, so there's no need to worry.
I will say at this point she is showing at this point. So now the secret would have been out because you can tell at this point.
Mhm.
It's been a little bit since she got kidnapped.
True.
I try to use Squall's fears, and I'm like, you'll be basically surrounded by clerics, so at least if you come see my family.
Okay, you sold me. But again, let's get through this phase, and maybe you all deal with the world cracking apart, and then we can
Right,
talk
yeah,
about
that's-
vacation. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, we should do that.
Yeah.
We should go.
Okay. Squall takes off like this. Just like canteen he has at his hip, and he unscrews it and he hands it to Renoa. You need to drink something, please. You haven't had anything to drink since I've seen you. She just rolls her eyes. She takes it and she tilts it up, and nothing comes out. It'd be a lot easier if you actually gave me some water. He kind of takes it, he looks at it. I just filled this up like 10 minutes ago. She looks at him. Squall, I think maybe you're really tired. You're starting to lose it, or you're just getting old. I mean, you are getting up there. Maybe we should. No.
Don't be
I just
crazy.
filled this
Oh,
up.
yeah, he. Mm-hmm.
I see.
Yeah, I believe it.
Well, that's not good.
We gotta go, guys.
Yeah.
We've got to go.
Yeah, it was good talks. I think we need to get up north now.
Yeah.
Okay. If you need anything,
Tell Sarah we'll regroup with her at some point. I assume we're actually leaving now, and we meant to speak with her. So just pass on the message, I suppose.
What's the current, it's daylight, right?
let's see. I'm trying to remember the whole. I think so.
Yeah.
Yes, I think it's early, late afternoon at this point. I believe.
4
Yeah.
p.m.
Okay. I'm just gonna start tapping
Alright.
people. Be like, we gotta go.
All right.
I'll let Levy know I'll let Levy know we're coming.
So you're off.
Do we stay here for
Guess
the night
so.
and actually enjoy the last little bit of rest we're gonna get, and then take off in the morning?
Do you want my opinion?
Of course.
No.
Always.
If there's no water in the canteen and he's offered that to a pregnant woman whilst the Eikons are gone, can we afford to take a rest? Because if there's no water in that, what's to say water anywhere else?
Gonna have to eventually. That was the craziest fight we've ever fucking done. I'm sure we're out of all our tricks and shit.
It will take at least a day on the airship to get there.
We'll get a long rest on the airship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you guys are basically at the southern part and you're going to the northern
And we
part
need
of
to
this
go all the way
continent.
north.
So yeah, I mean you got to fly over Lindblom and Alexandria and some of the sea. So you'll get a long rest for sure.
We're going really fucking
Yeah,
far.
I need to talk to one more person before we leave. If you guys want to start getting the airship ready and getting things done,
I'll start packing up, and Bazcat pulls like a bunch of boxes, just full arms full of stuff. Maybe even
no,
Lauren...
that's actually going to Ballum. Sorry, that was confusing.
Oh, right.
Yeah, no, that's my bad. Yep.
She
I'll put it.
drops, slams down this box, and it just says "highly explosive, handle with care," and then just throws it on the ground.
Wile E. Coyote style.
Yeah.
Jump out of the box and land.
It's got Nozek's symbol on the back, so you know it's.
Oh god, those are really explosive.
You've put pure fucking sodium metal in that.
Everybody just does
wait, there's
this.
no water. Wait, no, there's no water. It's actually fine.
That's why it didn't explode.
Yo.
Hey.
Okay, so you three are gonna. Do you all have anything you want to do before we get to whoever Ava's talking to? Anybody you need to talk to before you head out, or you want to just get on the ship, get things ready?
I want to know what Ava's talking to, who's Ava's talking to, but if he won't let me follow him, then I'll leave.
Ava, close your mind.
Would.
I'll tell you later.
Okay. My brain is off, like always.
I mean, you can follow him, but I'll tell you later if you ask.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You weren't supposed to be listening.
Oh, fuck, sorry. I wasn't. Yep, that's my bad.
Who is she talking to?
No.
Lauren, what were you saying?
No, I was just thinking that it wouldn't be a thing. So I am going to...
Oh, Bazcat.
I'm probably just gonna probably 5 minutes before the end, listening to Squall and Renoa not know who Lauren is. Probably at that point, he polymorphed into a bat and flew back to the ship.
Okay.
Well, I called you the spooky one, so.
So you know. It's not me fucking up, but he
No, I
doesn't
know.
recognize you with everything that's happened to you. That's
Yeah,
mainly the
no.
thing. Like it's the and I also thought it would play into Lauren's identity crisis from last week.
Yes. That's why
But
I did it.
that's
I'm being moody.
I
I know
know.
it's not often that I play moody characters, but like, come on.
It's not that. I just don't want you to think I fucked up. Okay, I
I play
don't
scared
still trap up
characters.
here. I never forget anything.
So
That is-
yeah, if I'm gonna be like, all right, to Garuda and just go off with fucking to see if I can help Bascat. 'Cause I have a strength of 16. That ain't nothing.
That's not
Sure,
bad.
he probably gave you something a little heavy.
-1. I am a bat.
You just perch on
You actually
Bascat's head.
Yeah, you know what? You perched on
Roost on
Bascat's
Bascat's
head,
head.
but there's already a little chocobo in
Yep.
it because that little baby
Roost on the
chocobo.
chocobo.
Oh, Goldie, yeah.
Somewhere on the airship, Oki is fucking freaking out because she has no idea where Goldie is. She's like running
Oh,
around like,
no.
oh my god, like freaking out.
But Bascat's hair is just so soft and comfortable.
Yeah.
It is.
I'd like to
That's
think
got
you
great
didn't
hair.
even know for a while that it was there.
No,
But yeah, I imagine Oki's like
I still
losing
don't
her
probably.
shit right now. Like the world, everyone's fighting. There's explosions. Like she didn't even see this thing come up because she's like searching under beds and like ripping pillowcases apart. It's gonna be a mess when you get back on the boat when the airship.
Oh my god, as
baby.
soon as we get back on the boat, I'm on calm Oki down duty.
Yeah, she's panicking. Okay, Ava, who did you want to go speak with?
I'm tracking Furion.
Okay,
Cute.
I'm not even gonna make you roll for this because you would find him eventually, given enough time. He has separated himself from most everybody else. At this point, he's kind of leaned up against one of the old buildings that's now kind of turned to rubble. He sees you coming, and he still looks very sickly. Like he's up, he's moving about, but like he looks deathly pale, and his skin is kind of sunken in. It looks like he hasn't eaten in months, which he probably hasn't because the Death Knight didn't need to eat, or the Dark Knight. And he sees you. I was wondering when you'd come over. You coming to take me somewhere?
No. Coming to, well, one, check on you, because with all due respect, man, you look fucking awful.
Don't really feel much better, to be honest.
Yeah.
Sarah was pretty upset, and she just wanted to be alone with her father for a little bit. Can't imagine why, but I figured I'd give her some privacy. Thought maybe I'd run into you out here.
Is there anyone within earshot of us?
No, he is purposely standing well away from people.
Isolate.
So what are you
Is
here to
that
give me
the
some
last
kind
game
of...
for you plan on harming?
That was the only person I planned on harming. He kind of like pushes off and stands up really straight. And what you can tell is hard for him.
Mhm.
Ava, you've been there since the beginning. You were there when I made my vows to Sarah. You remember that?
I do. In the forest. No. Was it in the forest?
Yeah,
Or was it
it
in the
was.
temple?
Yeah,
It was in the
Chocobo
temple.
It was in the
Forest.
Chocobo Forest. This was never a political marriage for me. I love Sarah. You know that. And I know you're a pretty good judge of character, and you know I'm not lying to you right now. Sarah is my family. And that man who calls himself her father threatened to take that away. Do you know how hard it was to be trapped in my own body, knowing what was going on with my wife, my family, my kingdom, and not being able to do anything about it, having all that power and yet being so fucking powerless?
Can't imagine it was a good feeling.
It wasn't. And I'll be honest, killing him wasn't a good feeling either, but it needed to be done. He wasn't going to leave her alone.
True.
I know what he did. I was more aware when I was buried under that spirit. I knew what was going on out here. I heard the briefings from the Empire. It was like I was there watching myself be paraded around doing these things. I saw myself kill Grunthor. I felt it. I was there and couldn't do anything. But I can do something now. And there's no way Conrad was getting his hands back on that kingdom or getting one more opportunity to hurt my wife. Now, this is a secret I can keep to the grave. Is it something you can keep, Ava?
We'll pull out the necklace of the golden grin and clasp it. Just say, "Long live Queen Sarah."
Long live Queen Sarah.
I'm a good man, Firion. Don't take this personal, but I wouldn't be doing my job or my service to Sarah if I didn't at least inquire about any further actions that might happen to the royalty.
Why do you think I was waiting on you?
Fair.
She trusts you. And Izzy, probably more than anybody. And if you feel you have to tell her this, I won't stand in your way, but this grief will pass. She'll remember eventually, once the shock has worn off, everything he did to her. Everything he threatened to do to her.
We'll get her a good therapist.
Whoever Izzy's
Frazee
been
knows
using.
a guy.
Whoever Izzy's been using, that's who you need.
Yeah.
Because Izzy's had some amazing emotional growth. I'm just saying, okay?
Oh yeah.
So whoever that is, call
Frazee
that.
knows a guy.
There you go. We got options.
I mean, he's had a very emotionally mature conversation with Euphrasie, so Euphrasie definitely knows a guy.
We need to have one shot where all the characters go to therapy. Except Oki, because she's like fucking perfect. She's like, I don't need therapy.
Oh, yeah, true.
Everybody meets a different one of Euphrasie's various siblings.
Yeah. He just kind of looks back towards like some of the tents they have set up. I do think I'm gonna go check on her now. See how she's doing. She's gonna likely at some point between the now and acceptance, she'll probably ask you for help tracking down who did this. Just so you know.
There she will. Yep. We've already thought about that.
I don't know how, but he did. Oopsie.
He's dead.
Yeah.
That's all I know. That's a dead man.
But yeah, Euphrates like, cause of death. I'm gonna say blood on the outside. I'm not really sure how it got there though.
I was waiting for you to do like the fucking accent.
I'm not even gonna try. I'd fuck it up so bad.
That's fair. It's one of the few that I can do consistently.
Yeah, so I'm not even trying. I've got like 3. I just kind of cycle between.
That's fair.
I love all 3 of them.
I appreciate that.
You haven't heard like vaguely like not quite Aussie, not quite Kiwi Epsilon, and I'm not going to do that because Psychic would eviscerate me. So
More than likely, yes.
That's okay. We can't understand half the stuff Psychic says anyway, so.
It's true.
I'll pull vaguely Eastern European next character I do.
Got it. So with
I
that,
did my Minnesota accent on our last goo one shot.
it was so
Minnesotan.
It was so good.
I love it.
Geez, don't you know?
That poor
Both
character.
are cute. Don't you love that?
She had a rough one shot, but damn it, she was fun. She had a really rough one shot.
Fair.
R.I.P.
Yeah. We thought it was going to be happy, and then it still turned out sad. Go watch it. It's called Ooze Cruise. You should check it out. It's just a one-shot against the Blob of Annihilation. And it lived up to its name. At least partially. He heads off in the direction towards the tents, as long as you let him go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ava Oki's panicking!
Start making my way to the airship.
I can't find Goldie anywhere. Okay, look, I didn't lose her. I did not lose her. I put her in her crate, and then I went. Okay, so I might have left the gate open. I left it open. I think. Oh my god! What if I left it open? I think I did. Oh my god! Do you think she's out there?
The door. I don't think so.
Do you think the big thing ate her?
No, certainly not. I would have seen that.
The big monster thingy that came on.
I know. I made sure.
Fighting? Oh no! I would have seen Goldie if it was near the monster.
I would have seen Goldie if it was near the monster.
I'm a bad pet
I think I have
mom.
better eyes than you, Ava. No, you're not.
I am.
Goldie's got a mind of her own.
Yes, it's Goldie's a her. I think.
While I'm in the form of a bat. While I'm in the form of a bat, does the golden chocobo chick still like absolutely hate me?
Oh yeah. As soon as you kind of
my god, and we figure out where it is because it's fucking fighting with you on Bascat's head.
Bascat's just standing there, and her head is just making noise, or his head is just making noise.
Okay, I think we might have found Goldie.
What? She runs over and she grabs you, Bascat, and like pulls you down. And of course, it won't work unless you come down. Like you have to let her do it. You know what I mean? Are you?
Am I what?
Letting her pull you down? Are you just gonna stand there and she's gonna grab onto you?
Oh, absolutely. He is the biggest teddy bear especially when it comes to Oki.
She like pulls you down and then screams and pushes you. That's not Goldie, that's a bat! Like backs away.
Fighting the bat.
I don't like bats. Bats are creepy.
Oh my god.
Bascat and Oki is like that Looney Tunes, like that big giant like bulldog, and then the little itty bitty kitty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly
Pixie
what
and
it
Brutus.
is.
It's like Pixie and Brutus.
Oh my god. I hadn't thought about that, but yes, that's exactly what it is. Pat, Lauren, what are you doing?
I feel like afterwards he's probably just gonna just fly around and just like check the place out, make sure everything's okay. That everything is prepared and ready to go.
Okay.
Because I don't feel like he's thinking too much about the situation, just that everybody needs to leave.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Perception? Damn. I will always try and do investigation. I keep all of the stats that I...
Investigation will work too.
Thank God, because my perception is 0.
I'm the only
18.
one that fucking spec'd into perception.
I think so. Or you're the only
Huh.
I don't need
wisdom
to.
based class,
'cause-
aren't you?
I'm the
Yeah.
only whiz character, so
You're the lookout. I mean, technically Ava's every character, but
True.
because of that, I don't
Euphrasia
think
can have one thing. Let
It's
Euphrasia have one
perception.
thing.
you have perception. It's yours. Take it.
Yay.
Yeah, so 18.
Okay.
I'm just kind of checking everything.
18, the place is kind of a mess because Oki did trash it looking for Goldie. But as far as structurally, there's some minor damage to the airship, but nothing that will keep it from flying. I mean, most of the damage is cosmetic, just from some of the battles that have happened. Scrapes and little chunks taken out here and there. There's one part of the railing that looks kind of dangerous. That if you care about Oki, you would think, oh, we might want to watch out for that. If you don't, you just kind of note it. But
I'm writing everything down on like parchment as I'm going through
As a
notes and
bat?
everything.
Bat?
While,
I love it.
hey, I'm gonna like I'll fly around a little bit, and then like towards the end of the ship, like if anybody's looking down, they're just gonna see the bat like turn back into Lauren as he
Okay.
like starts writing everything down on a clipboard and that.
Okay.
After a while, I'll check everything. While he himself doesn't really care about everybody, he's like, oh, but like I do care about Ava, and like Ava cares about Oki. So fine, I'll write it down. After a while, because of the whole like the Chocobo still hates Lauren, like any animal still hates him. Ava, you're gonna get a mage hand in front of your face with like a full list of everything that's happened and what's going. But at the bottom it says we can still fly.
It's like a
Sounds good.
home inspection. Like he's got everything itemized out. Like
You've got like little pieces of blue tape everywhere marking all
Yeah.
the things that are wrong.
I make that joke so many times that I've been like hit or
oh, you cut
out with a
out.
clipboard. Damn it! I was making a joke. The one time I do.
I know. You
Um,
got out. I don't know what you said.
No, I
Yeah,
was saying that I've been
next.
hit and run over by that many cars. You're going to pop out with a clipboard and give him a full detail of the ending of it. So, yeah. Oh, well. But yeah, so he's probably just giving everybody, and he's like, we need to go.
Okay.
I'm glad everybody else doesn't find the whole water situation as a non-emergency thing,
no.
which is great. Love that for you, but like...
Oh no, don't worry. I get it. I just have to pick and choose what things I panic about because I've got like 8 different things in my mind and I can't panic about all of them at once.
Cool, love that for you. We're panicking about there being no...
Yeah, no, that's kind of goes along with something else I'm panicking about. It's all just one massive ball of panic, and I'm gonna figure it out. And I'm gonna go send my sister Livy a message, let her know we're coming.
Euphrasia, you're not doing your deep breathing exercises, are you?
I know.
It'll help. I'm just saying.
No, Grimward is on my case.
Lauren's going to turn
Gets used to
to
it.
Bazcat. Like, from the other side of the room, he doesn't care anymore. But, like, from the other side of the room, he's like, she's talking to herself again. Is that part of the panic?
I don't know. I've never panicked once in my life.
Oh shit, you weren't there
That's
to
probably
see that.
true, too.
Oh shit, you weren't there for that part. So Ava
That's
has
funny.
the Council of Eikons in his head, and I can hear him too. That's a whole thing. I don't know if you care, but if you do, then...
Oh, I wasn't here for that part. Congratulations, you have more voices in your head.
I know, it's fucking terrifying. It's so strange, and... I kind of like it, actually. I don't mind.
Now, if any of those voices could let us get into gear, that would be great.
Right, I'm
Airship
gonna
goes
Ava,
go
that
off.
meant move. Ava,
Yeah.
come on.
No, yeah, Ava would have been taking
I'm gonna
off
go
the
off
airship,
and
this
message
conversation.
Livy. I'm
Now
gonna
you
go
hear-
off and send a Livy.
Garuda just says, no, I don't want to.
Garuda, don't be a little shit.
Well, I don't really have any control over that anyway, so do what you're going to do, Ava. As you all start to rise up, it is late, and it's starting to get darker here. It gets dark a little early in Xanarkand. there's some mystic magic leftover bullshit that's happened since here, and you can see like the sun isn't quite setting behind the mountains yet, but it's still starting to darken. It's like the sun itself is like getting darker before it actually hits the horizon. Whoever's looking over the rail, give me a perception check. Just to
Ill.
see
Can't
if
wait
you
to be bad
notice.
at this.
Sure.
While we're doing this, Euphrasia, if you want to type out your 25 words or whatever, if that's what you're
Oh,
going to do.
actually, 25.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Bazcat's ultra perceptive right now.
I got a
Baz-
nat 20 with a +0.
Okay,
Nice.
Lauren and Bazcat would definitely
That was satisfying.
see this. I will say Euphrasia probably wouldn't because you're doing something else. So just those two.
Yeah.
As you're rising up, you start to see people gathering. But there's, they're getting their tents ready. It's not quite time, but people are exhausted. So like, and they're celebrating, right? This is a happy day. This is the Death Star just blew up. Celebrate across the galaxy type day. But you'll notice as you're kind of taking away that even though it's starting to get dark, not a single fire has been lit. You see people gathered around a campfire. You see people gathered around. Looks like they're trying to start fires, but nothing's happening.
Yep.
No
Just so you
elevators.
know.
Bazcat. We're about to take a long trip, and that means we're going to get a rest. I want you to do something risky with me. I want you to hit me with Boya Mac.
How hard do you want me to hit you?
Just as long as it triggers the materia. We need to see if manufactured fire is just as good as natural fire.
I guess I'll hit non-lethal obvi. And I'm only
Obvi.
gonna do the one.
I'm resistant to fire.
Okay.
Except I just got that thing where all hits ignore resistances.
Okay,
You're getting
actually,
ready to take
you want to
some
know what I'm gonna do?
damage.
I'm where is it? Fuck, I need to have it open. I hate that the epic boons don't show up in the thing. I have to
Oh,
have
it
a
doesn't?
Google.
Oh, I've never
It
had
just
an
tells
epic
you
boon.
which one you took.
Even if you click on it, that's annoying. While you're looking that up, go ahead and give me an attack roll with advantage because he's standing there letting you do it.
Okay.
Please.
While within dim light or darkness, I have resistance to everything except psychic and radiant. You go through the physical.
It does not do elemental resistance, but any sort of bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage ignores resistance.
Cool.
There you go.
So yeah.
The fix. I wanted to make sure. Yeah, that felt wrong. 14.
Wow, a 14 is gonna miss.
You
Great.
swing, and it's
I
almost
didn't have my heart in it.
yeah, you didn't have your heart in it, and he's standing there, and like you act like you're gonna do it, and then you just pull your punch at the last second and just kind of like whiff.
Mm-hmm.
Lauren, you get the feeling like Bazcat's kind of holding back.
Really?
You won't be.
I want you to hit.
Okay. Hold still then. All right, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna give advantage because he's holding still.
I was about to say this is gonna be a weird thing. Can I just let them hit me like into the base?
I still want to roll.
22.
Okay,
a 22.
Okay, 22. Yeah, that'll hit me. Cool.
I just wanted to see if she would crit because I wanted to see if she like overcompensated and knocked the shit out of you.
That would be so funny. All right, so
15.
8
regular damage and
what? Now we have
5
the
fire
damage.
Okay.
5. 55.
You still take the full brunt of the fire damage that you would, with all your resistances or whatever factored in. The materia for the moment still seems to function. Just like magic still seems to be functioning in general. The city is still in the air, but the elements are probably a precursor of things to come.
Yeah.
The natural elements being the first signs of, whoopsie, bad things are coming.
Alright. Lauren's just gonna like cut off the fires that's like lightly burning. And he's just gonna say, okay, cool, at least we know that the materia still works. But that is a problem, and we need to fix it as soon as we can. Lauren is going to, because it's starting to turn into afternoon, and the dim light and everything like that. While you're standing there, Basket, you're just going to see Lauren disappear. He's just going to turn invisible. And
I think I am mad. Oh my god!
Cut out. What did you say, Sarah?
Is it? I didn't think I hit Matt that hard. Oh my god!
At this point,
she's gonna hear
Oki has found
it's
Goldie
fine, I'm not actually
finally,
dead.
and she's petting it, and she looks, she goes, "Hey, did you kill him?
I'm fine, I'm not dead.
Is he a ghost?"
It might be. I don't know much about ghosts.
I'm gonna walk up to where Ava is. We'll find Ava and tell him about what we saw with the fire. But there is no fire. There is no water.
Good. That's great.
As much as I would like to find and pretend to be interested in meeting Euphrasia's friends, because I'm sure they're gonna love me just as much as she does. That is a joke. Laugh. Thank you.
Yeah,
he said that in character too. We really need to get this sorted. So I'm sure she's gonna hate me, but we can meet them after we're done. We need to get this sorted.
I think it's a necessary quick pit stop. We're not going to spend a day there. We're not going to spend hours there. We're going to go there, meet the family, get the friend she was talking about, and get the fuck out.
Well,
It'll be even shorter than when we were here.
Then let's hope it's quick enough that we don't have to worry about,
We should
unborn
also
kids.
remind the demon that those of us, or those of you all not cursed by whatever infernal magic he's dealing with, still need to eat. Well, not you, but the others, they need to eat. Especially Basket. And last I heard, you all are running pretty low on food. But what do I know? I just sit in here, and when you start getting fucking hungry, I have to suffer for it. But, you guys make your own decisions, I suppose.
Euphrasia is 100% eavesdropping on this as much as she can from Ava's side.
I'm just saying.
Yep.
Not that anyone ever listens to me, but I'm just saying.
No, yeah, we don't listen to you. Well, I have 6 berries left, so that's at least a day of food for all of us.
Look at you, thinking of everything.
Yep.
Actually, no, wait, that came off
do.
more sarcastic than I meant for it to sound. Let me try again.
Oh.
Look at you, thinking of everything.
You Garuda.
Good job. You just randomly hear, good job.
Thanks. That physically hurt me, and I don't even have a body.
I love
Sorry,
Garuda.
I didn't mean to interrupt. Continue.
I did. You're doing great.
So, he's said he thinks you guys could go on. You've said it should be just a quick pit stop. What do you all... What's the outcome? What are you doing? What are you talking about now? I won't interrupt with Garuda again, I promise. He's lying. No, I'm not.
The lie detector determined.
that was good. That's all done.
Thank you.
If you think we can afford a quick stop before everything goes to shit, then you better be damn well ready if something happens.
I trust and value your advice, but I think this is a necessary detour.
All right, well.
Tell him we're picking up an ally, someone who's actually a really good fighter. So if we're gonna fucking fight a goddess, we need her.
You definitely don't need to do an insight that he does not agree with stopping. But he is just gonna. All right, well, when your girlfriend stops panicking and we see their family, hopefully fight them. I saw it cut out that time, but yeah. Basically, once your girlfriend stops panicking and we see the family, hopefully she'll be ready to fight.
He'll probably panic forever, but it's a process.
Let's go.
Okay. Euphrasia, you were sending a message, I believe.
Yes, to my sister.
Okay. Now, you've only given me a little bit, so I've got in my head how this NPC is. So if it's wrong, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
He's not sorry.
It's not. I mean, it's not awful or anything. I just was like, I was like looking through my notes. I'm like,
do you want me to read the message I sent for the stream?
Yes.
How many words does it? How many words does it have to be?
25, and I believe I have either 24 or exactly 25.
Awesome. I don't usually count, but most people tend to take it really seriously. Like I know Ace always takes it super seriously, so that's why I'm like, all right, just go ahead and count it out.
Yeah. I said, returning to temple with compatriots in full Eikons. Shiva's plans cannot happen. Too many potential casualties. Found potential alternative. Need your input. See you soon.
You're coming home. Okay, that's good. You sound worried. Are you okay? You can't respond to that, but I'll see you soon.
I don't think I need to send another one. I should send one to my mom, but I don't think I'm gonna.
Okay.
Actually, no, I will, but it's not going to be very long. It's just going to be, I'm on my way home.
Okay. You just get back a very curt, be safe. That's it.
Oh, that was a mistake.
So, you all travel through the night. Go ahead and take your long rest. I feel like you've earned it. You haven't had one since the fight. Take your long rest. And it's the last one you'll ever get.
155 hit points.
Oh shit.
God, I just thought.
Depending on what happens, that might be the last long rest of this campaign.
I mean, yeah, technically.
Yeah, I'm going ahead and fixing my fucking spells really fast, just in case.
That made me kind of sad just then. Like, I got a little emotional. I'm going to have to make you sleep again, just so that wasn't it. I mean, yeah, we play games all the time, but this one's just been going on for so long.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh.
All right.
Well, now I'm depressed. Anyway. You continue to travel, and it does take a little bit more than a day. So you're kind of coming in. Actually, I would say it might even take, on the airship, like a day and a half.
And I don't have to sleep, so we can travel through the night.
That's true. So yeah, I would say I think you're getting there probably not the next day, but the morning after the next day. Does that make sense? Like
like 30 hours.
36 hours from now.
Yeah.
Euphrasia is pacing the entire landing sequence.
Yeah. Like just walking back and forth. I imagine your nerves are quite high.
Yeah.
As you come in, it's beautiful. The first thing you notice, as those of you that were sleeping start to wake up in the morning, it's cold up here. because the icon of ice is still alive and well. It's snowing, even. In fact, it's
Feels great.
Euphrasia, snowing more than you recall. This is heavy snow for this time of year. As you fly in, you see, those of you that have never been here, it's awe-inspiring. The city itself is kind of set away from this large cliff with one massive bridge that connects the city to the rest of the mainland. The bridge, you can see, has had multiple parts of it that have been knocked off or rebuilt in some instances. And it's just, you can see like the story of a city that has survived war, isolation. These are hardy people up here. And there's an air of just reverence as you see this. And Euphrasia, for you, there's this feeling of coming home, but also this trepidation, this hesitation for the way that you left things. As you see the beautiful spires of your home finally coming into view, this is Ishgard. You're finally coming home after all this time. And the rest of you, you finally made it up north into Shiva's domain as you near the end of your journey. Euphrasia, you sent word. And even in these remote reaches, it is known that you all have the only functioning airship. They have been on the lookout for you, and you see they have a docking place, and you can see that they are like doing their best to like get your attention, but they don't have any source of light or anything that they can provide you with. You see a few dancing lights, but they don't do much through the blizzard. But go ahead.
Help Ava, because I don't know if this counts. I've never actually looked at True Sight, but am I able to help Ava in some way? If that means being able to see through like harsh conditions or something?
You can definitely help. Now, the best part about True Sight is you see through shape-shifting. So, like, you would see through if someone was like,
ooh.
Yeah. Like if a dragon was like
something.
disguised as a human, you would see them as a dragon. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm about to get cross-eyed. One eye on Euphrasia, one eye on Evan. I'm kidding.
Yes. So I will need.
Euphrasia turns into a dragon.
Well,
that's my secret, bitch.
This is Heaven's Word, so there's dragons all over the place.
Hell yeah!
Let's give with advantage, Ava.
Because I'm an expert by now.
You're an expert.
Yep.
I guess a dexterity check. What have we been using for driving this thing?
Hell, I would say flat dex.
That's what I was thinking.
Maybe.
Because there's no like
maybe proficiency
driving.
if you want to give it to him.
Oh yeah, I will give you your proficiency on this. Advantage, dexterity, add your proficiency.
It's kind of like what I think Star Wars makes it an int skill, but
in my new campaign,
Alien makes it a dex skill.
I added a new skill called piloting, and I made that dex.
That makes sense.
Yeah, Alien makes it a dex. Alien, it's an agility / dex-based skill.
And isn't there one in Dragonbane for like driving or something?
Probably.
I can't remember.
Vehicles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
There is.
22.
Hell yeah.
That's enough. You do manage to slowly, carefully bring this thing in. And for a moment, you feel like you're going to crash into something because you come in a little faster than you meant to, but you manage to pull it back, slow it down. You're actually getting pretty good control over this thing. And, you know, you swear you feel like you have more control. It seems to come to you easier. With all the icons in you, just your innate ability to control these elements, what little elements remain of those key 4 come from you at this point. As you manage to bring it in and gently, finally dock it. Euphrasia, from the deck, you can see Liv waiting on you. She's just waving.
Livy!
good to see you. Now get down here.
Okay.
You owe me a hug. Faster, please.
Just get off.
All right, I get off. I don't know if there's like a ramp or a gangplank or whatever the fuck you call it.
Someone's trying to put one out right now, yeah.
Throw you over the side.
I just kind of jump down and I immediately like run over and throw my arms around her.
She just like hugs you back.
It's hard to hug a
super tight.
She is a 6'3" buff ginger lady in armor.
She is not wearing her armor right now.
Dwarfs Euphrasia. Well,
yes.
Either way, she fucking dwarfs Euphrasia.
She's tall. Actually, when she kind of hugs you, she picks you up and spins you around a little bit.
Oh.
And then puts you back on the ground. God, I've missed you. Are you okay? You sounded...
Livy,
Sorry.
short answer to that question is no, but I'll give you the long answer once you've met everybody.
Okay.
And the long answer is no.
Basscat! Hey, Basscat! I found someone Hey, Basscat, I think I found the only person who might be able to beat you in an arm wrestling match.
So, here's what happens, because I think this is exactly... It's like that anime thing where he like turns his head and then like the sparkles and everything slows down and her hair's like slow motion.
Yes! I ship it! I ship it so hard!
She like looks you up and down. Hey, handsome. How you doing?
Well, hello. Well, I'm doing fine now that I've met you.
Wow.
Livy, this is
Flattering.
Basscat. He's the tall one.
He's the tall one?
I can see that. How tall is Basscat?
He's like, I think I made him like 7 foot
Okay,
or something.
so still taller than
taller
Liv.
than Liv.
Okay.
Still taller than
Yeah.
Liv, but the only person who could get close to her, the only person
Towering, yeah.
like that could make Liv feel small.
He's like super tall.
It's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you. Why, you're a regular, you live here? He doesn't know. This is exactly what's happening. He's very charismatic, but right now he's just like...
The brain turned off.
So you tell me you're a resident of this area, right?
I am. I was born here. I've lived here my whole life.
Maybe you could give me a tour once we've settled our stuff down.
Absolutely. I think we could make that happen. Say what?
Euphrasia hears the "I was born here" and was like, "Bitch."
I'll tell you what. I kind of like this arm wrestling idea because there's not many people here that actually can give me a good run for my money, so I'll make you a deal. Loser buys dinner. How's that sound?
Oh, you got a deal.
Oh, that was smooth.
She turns back
This
to
is
you.
why-
Glad you came.
Livy's the best.
Now, she kind of lowers her voice. Where's the guy?
Ava!
What?
Oh, this is my new partner, Ava. I think that's a good word, right? Partner? I think that's appropriate.
Sure. Yeah, that sounds good.
This is Ava. He's the pretty one.
She kind
I
of
am
looks
the
you
pretty
up
one.
and down. The pretty one. And she kind of like looks behind you for a second and like turns her head like she sees something behind you. Do you want to turn around and see or no?
Yes.
Okay,
do it.
as soon as you turn around, she looks over at you and she goes, and then like you turn back around and she goes, I mean,
What?
sure, I can see it in the right light, I think.
Also,
What you see in the right one?
the Paladin Divine Sense is probably going nuts with this group.
No, she's not using it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think she would be using it right now, to be honest.
That's fair. You know, that's fair. And then, like, when Lauren walks out, she's like, "That's the spooky one. That's Lauren."
Yeah, now I yeah.
She like looks at Lauren and then her she's taken aback for a second and her eyes kind of narrow. She is using it now. Then she looks over at Ava. Well, you weren't kidding. She looks at you for a second. I'm
You
sorry.
kind of started the whole thing.
Lauren. It's nice to meet you.
A pleasure, ma'am. We have heard lots of your relationship with Rosie and how special you are to her.
Been talking about me, huh? Don't believe anything she's told you, unless it was good. Then believe everything.
It was all good things. I would never...
Lucky for you, it was only good things.
I would never! Livy! You wound me!
That. Oh, Now, would you believe me if I said I'd said only good things about you since you left?
Laura immediately,
that
no.
one time you took a great club and destroyed someone's mailbox. That was pretty cool.
Did she?
Are
Are you a corrupting influence on my sister?
No, of course not. Why would that be? Unless I should be.
Honestly? She could use a little corrupting. Don't tell anyone I said that.
No, of course. It'll be between all 6 of us here.
She looks a little confused for a second. She had not yet clocked Izzy, who is now coming down the gangplank.
That's the clever one.
Her eyes just narrow. I know who he is. Anyway, come with me if you want to see. I have some rooms for you if you're staying. And she very coldly turns and walks away.
Ooh, I don't even need to make an insight check now, never mind.
Once she sees Izzy.
As Cat awkwardly hurries and puts his arm out for her to take, just let's get back to the fun stuff.
Oh, of course. And she just interlaces with yours. Just kind of pulls you a little bit closer. She looks back at you, Euphrasia, and just gives you a wink. You really delivered this time, sis. And she turns back around and just continues to walk off.
This is the most animated I've seen Livy in ages.
And scene.
So, let's fast forward just a little bit. Are you going to stay the night, or are you planning on just getting out of here as fast as possible?
Oh, yeah, we're staying the night.
She has you rooms if you want. I love this. Lauren's like, well,
I should probably at least see my mother before we leave.
Okay.
Hi, we're gonna go save the world. Love you.
Also, wait, hang on. We gotta roll a strength.
Oh yeah, we gotta have Livy and Bazcat's arm wrestle.
What is Livy's strength modifier?
I
have a character
make
for her?
Livy, but I don't.
Okay.
But her strength would be as high as her strength would be high.
It would be probably the same because she's a paladin, right? What's your strength?
Yeah.
Is it I'll give her
18,
a 20.
But it would be
yeah.
Yours is 18.
Oh, mine's 18. Yeah.
Well,
and that's with plus stuff.
Okay. I'll put her in 18 because as a paladin, she might have went into charisma a little bit more. So it'll be.
She would definitely spec a little bit into charisma for her smites and her spells and such.
We don't even have to worry about. Okay. So I don't have a plus, so I'm looking to beat a 14 on the die. I'll roll it live.
Oh boy.
I'll roll it live. But I'm gonna have to. Can I do this from here? 1 second. All right, here we go. Just a straight D20.
Livy.
Ready?
She needs at least a 14 to win.
Oh, she did not. She got an 8. It's hard at first, and then Bazcat, you managed to just overpower her a little bit, and then she starts to fight back.
She fell into it.
She starts to fight back, and at this point, it's getting intense, and she kind of locks eyes with you. She goes,
he gives it a little bit of oh, you're gonna get me.
And then she kind of looks at you. She goes, you know what? You wouldn't know what to order up here anyway. And she just lets her arm fall to the ground.
Oh, I love her! I love
That
what
was
you've done
cool.
with her!
Oh,
That's real hot.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
Dinner's on me.
I love
This episode's
her!
This episode's clip.
This is my sister!
So, you're getting a free meal out of this.
Yeah.
As she looks around, she goes,
like
oh, go ahead.
slips the tip under the thing after she pays. Like, I got that pot. Like, just be like, hey, I got money too. I can take care of you. But I'm glad that you have your own. Also, independent woman. I like that. He likes that.
Oh, yeah.
You get chatty when you're nervous, don't you?
So does Euphrasie.
Absolutely.
I'm drawn to chatty people, it seems. Well, you know what calms me down is, some dessert. If you
Count
still
me in.
have some time to spend.
Are we always spending the night, friends?
You know what, Buzzcat? Think of it as when we save the world, spend as you like up here.
That's a great point.
Very great point.
So you're not staying. Dessert to go then.
Fortunately, we'll be back though, for sure.
Okay.
Are we here?
Well, you don't know what you're missing out on, just so you know.
Oh, I know perfectly well what I'm missing out on.
She's kind of like,
I'll have to make it up to you next time. Maybe I'll buy dessert.
no. Dessert's definitely on me. She just kind of leaves that hanging out.
Let me get you Livy's mini from Hero Forge for a second, just so I can show you what she looks like.
I'm gonna need
She
this
is-
either.
She is a ginger.
I hope I'm not playing
That's what
her
she does.
way different than you hoped I would. Because like I said, I had this
it
idea
is-
in my head, and I had to do it.
It is different than I thought, but I love it.
Okay, good.
Who
So,
does Buzzcat?
so we'll cut the scene
I-
there, and I do want to get to Euphrasie at the end, but Lauren, Ava, is there
Yeah.
anything you two want to do, or any RP you want to do while we're here?
I think it would probably be, at this point, Lauren would probably pick the time to talk to you about everything that's happened with Necron. So he would probably pull you aside while Euphrasie is thoroughly enjoying the Aztec Luke
Theatrics.
situation. I'm probably going to pull you aside, and obviously I'll make it a bit shorter because we're but just I trust you to make the right decision at the end of the day. All of the elements are dying, and we need to bring it back, and I get that. But at the end of this, whether we do it or not, I am not going to be here, so I need to put all of my eggs in your basket and trust you to be able to save everything. As far as I'm concerned, the gods can go. However, the deal did not extend to whether a new god appeared. That is what I am banking on. My goal at the end of this day is to make you become a god. And if something's going to happen, I don't care who is in my way. I am loyal to you, and that is all.
I appreciate that, Lauren. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
You should know that
Make a
we, or at
god
least
out
I,
of you.
am loyal to you. We would be dead in that fight if you weren't with us.
Mm.
But if you start talking about world domination, like some Noctis shit, I might have to be like, all right, buddy, I can't really
Rein it in.
I don't want world domination.
Oh, no, I'm not saying you did, but I'm just like, if you started going off the deep end, I'd have to be like, all right, man.
I want to be known by someone other than another experiment. From someone who came from Balaam and went through experiments, same as Sephiroth, and they didn't recognize me. That hurts a lot. So, right now, this is all I have. So it's either I live and everything dies, or I die and everything lives. The only difference is who I'm putting in my place. Because there isn't any memory, there isn't any documentation. I am not. So I need you to promise me that if something is going to go down, that you trust I have everybody else's best interest at heart, including that one. And I'm like nodding over to you, Phrasing.
Trust you.
Good. You better. Because I know we're not going to agree at the end of the day. But as long as everything turns out, I want you to trust me that if shit goes down, I'm going to do the best I can, regardless of how that happens. If you want to, roll insight on that, because I absolutely meaning behind that line.
Sure, why not?
He's good at these.
Doing pretty good.
He is good at
29?
these. 29. I'm going to send you a message
Ooh,
that I haven't
okay.
spoken to anybody about.
Hold on, copy me on it. I need to know.
Yeah, obviously, I'm gonna tell you about.
Okay, I need to know what's happening.
Yeah, obviously.
Okay.
Nah, fuck you, DM. You don't need to know. You've been playing this game for 2
I mean,
years.
Yeah.
I can roll with whatever, but it's just easier if I know, right?
Yeah.
It makes my life less stressful.
Oh
Okay,
my god, I look weirdly vampiric.
it's cold up here.
That's a little
So,
better.
One
No,
last
it's
scene,
not.
and then we'll call it for the night. Euphrasie, are you going to go talk to your mother?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave Livy and Bazcat and but
Good idea.
yeah, I'm gonna leave them. I feel like Euphrasie would have clocked Livy being weird about Izzy, but she doesn't want to bring that up, but she's like, we'll
talk just the two of us later. I want to hear what you think about everyone when they're not around.
We'll explore that more when Ace is back.
Yeah, I'm setting that up for next time, and then I'll dart off to go find my mom.
Give me a quick insight check, though, on your way out.
Whoo! Let's fucking go. Don't bungle this. Oh, I did not bungle
25.
that. That is a 25.
She
Let's
catches
go.
she catches your eye as you're going off to talk to your mother. And you actually catch her eye. She was looking at you before you looked over. Just as her and Bazcat were talking, she kind of was staring at you a little bit. And just in the quick moment before she just turns her expression into a smile, there was something very strange on her face, a concern. She's puzzling something, confused by something. But she masks it quick. That 25 is the only reason you saw it at all.
Yep.
Something's on her mind.
She's better at the Euphrasie face than Euphrasie.
She just gives you a wave and a wink. And then
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm leaving.
Okay.
Start off.
It's not hard to find your mother. You know exactly where she is. Where would your mother be most of the time?
I don't know, whatever main space of the temple is like the main like public facing space.
Okay. As you walk in, the Temple of Shiva is massive, and it's in kind of the middle of this large square. It is the focal point of this particular part of the city. And as you walk in, you hear whispers. You look around and you see all sorts of other disciples of Shiva kind of whispering to themselves. Give me a perception check.
Did you bring anyone with you, or are you doing this alone? You crazy?
Oh, I'm doing this alone. 15. My passive's a 21.
Okay, I'll take the passive for this. You just start to hear snippets. Is that her? That's her. I can't believe she came back. Did you hear what she did? No, what did she do? And then, like, you immediately feel isolated and alone in this room full of people as you're just kind of walking through, and everything kind of gets quiet until the only thing you can hear are your footsteps. Everybody, as you're kind of walking through, start to get silent and, like, watch you go.
You hear the rhythmic heels clicking, like, across the ground.
You see your mother, her back to you, just kind of standing at the end of this long. So I'm imagining like one of those like churches with a really long walkway, like the little aisle. Mm-hmm. She's standing like up at the dais, just kind of looking up at this large, beautiful painting of Shiva. I recognize those heels. She turns around. It's good to see you, Euphrasie. She kind of looks around and sees everyone kind of whispering. Why don't we go somewhere a little more private?
She just nods her head. She cannot look her mother in the eyes.
She kind of leaves.
Her head has been down the second she entered the room. She has not looked at anyone.
Come with me. She kind of leads you off to the side. There's a small door that kind of goes back behind. And there's like some rooms and some offices and things back there. And she finds one just kind of off to the side, brings you in, and just gently shuts the door behind you. Euphrasie Lior, what have I told you? Put your head up. Don't walk with your head down. It looks undignified.
Yes, Mother.
Are you well?
That depends in what sense of the word you mean.
You're breathing.
I am whole. I am breathing. Minimally more scarred. Only minimally more scarred. Physically.
Don't mean to sound... It is nice to see you. It is. I don't mean to sound rude, but what are you doing here? What were you thinking coming back here?
I need someone who knows how to fight. That knows Shiva as well as I do.
You came for your sister.
Livy is steadfast.
You plan to take her with you?
Yes.
Suppose there's not really anything I can do to stop you. And knowing her, she's wouldn't listen to anything I said anyway.
She doesn't listen to anyone, does she?
She listens to you.
When she wants to.
What's troubling you?
I need Livy's strength for a reason.
I don't know what exactly is going on with you. You've been distant, and then there was the incident, and are you in some kind of trouble?
Well, I know I'm in trouble with you.
I mean, what do you expect? You killed people, Euphrasia. What am I supposed to do?
I did. I shouldn't have expected forgiveness. I wouldn't have afforded it to myself.
I don't know. God, I just don't know how to look at you anymore without seeing them.
You think I don't see them?
I think you
Every single
do.
time I close my eyes.
I'm not trying to fight with you, Euphrasia. I'm just...
They put me on a pedestal and I failed them. And I'm going to keep failing them. And I'm going to keep failing you. And I want to tell you what I'm about to do. And I desperately do, but you'll go from being distant to just outright hating me. I can't.
I won't hate you. What are you involved in? What is going on? What's troubling you?
What
Is it-
Shiva wants from me.
Well, I'm sure
She's
whatever it
tasked
is.
me to... I
Ask you to
can't.
what?
She's tasked me to do. She's asking me to bring all the Eikons to the Mother Crystal. But you know what that's going to do, right?
There's some realization that kind of crosses her face. Does she believe this will bring balance back to the world?
I'm sure she believes that.
But you don't? You think you know better than
Absence
Shiva?
isn't balance, Mother.
He's trying very hard to keep her cool. Who are we to question Shiva? The goddess that has granted us the blessings, our safety, security, the life we know. Who are we to question her divine knowledge? If you've been tasked with this, you have to do it.
I won't condemn countless Mysidians to die.
There's already been so much death in pursuit of this goal.
I won't be the cause of any more of it.
Come here. She brings you in, and for the first time since the incident, just hugs you like a mother would hug their daughter.
Freezy did not expect that and breaks.
She just kind of, shh, it's okay. Okay, it's okay. We'll figure this out. Okay?
That's also why I wanted Livy too, I know. She's so wickedly clever. She's wicked clever. If anyone can figure this out, it's her.
You're not wrong about that.
I know she left Mysidia, but I'm sure she wouldn't want them to die either.
No, likely not. Okay, are you staying the night?
My rather spooky, she pointedly stops herself before she says friend. Compatriot has been rather insistent we go on.
Okay, well, you have some time. You're crazy, I'm trying. I really am. I want you to know I'm trying. I miss us. I miss the way we used to be. Can you just... half an hour? Let's just put this all aside. We don't have to think about it for half an hour, and let's just be us. Just one last time before everything goes back to... Is that okay?
Yeah. I think I can spare that, and there's someone I'd like you to meet.
Oh?
I've found love in a rather unlikely place.
I'm happy for you.
And yeah, I think you should meet him. I think you'd like him. He's... I was utterly panicking, and he offered me a berry. That was... I think I knew that was when there was something special about him.
Interesting.
Because that just got me out of it immediately.
Well, let's go meet him then, shall we? And Euphrasia Lior, when we walk back through that temple, you keep your head high. Okay?
Yes, Mother.
Don't let them make you feel small. Now let's go.
Yes, Mother.
She opens the door and leads you out. And that is where we're going to stop for the night.
Yeah!
So, I like Liv. Sorry if I know it's different, but I like her. She's staying.
Oh no, I love her like
I
this.
love Liv, yeah.
She's
this is
sticking.
awesome.
I love Liv. I love her. I
Yeah.
love what you've done with her. It wasn't what I had initially planned. It's better.
I just, when I was looking over, I was like, I've got this idea of like this, like, super, like, she's just like this really supportive sister. I just had the whole time in my head, like when Ava came off, I was like, she's going to be like that thing when she's like, okay, but then like, when he turns around.
That was so funny.
So I'm like,
that is exactly what Euphrasia needs. She knows what Euphrasia needs.
That's kind of how I was going for it. So here's the thing, really quick. I am not going to have time to stick around for a post show tonight. I'm sorry, Kellen. I know you enjoy these. I enjoy doing them, but my kid's in like karate camp this week, and our schedule's all messed up. So can't stick around. But what I will say is thank you all for playing. We are getting incredibly close to the end of this campaign. I'm getting very sad. I'm getting very emotional, but I really want to bring it home. We have one last arc, and I don't hope, Euphrasia, you won't be disappointed with kind of what I have planned for your character as we kind of go into this.
I have yet to
arc.
receive an ultimate weapon, so I'm very excited.
Yep. You're the last one. You're the shit. Well, you were the last one to join the stream too, though. Yes,
True.
if you do plan on bringing Liv with you, if that is the plan going into this, if you wouldn't mind just making a level 19 paladin character sheet for me.
Hell
or whatever,
yeah.
if she's multi-class, but just go ahead and roll her up.
Oh, she's probably just 100% paladin, but with like the intellect headband to give her the int stat so that I don't have to kill all of her other stats to give her the int stat she deserves.
Absolutely. We have abused the hell out of the intellect band here on Kupo Quest. So
and the few things we
As
all know
Kat has
about
one.
Livy,
do you have one too?
things that I've mentioned.
Oh, okay. Sorry, go
A
ahead.
few things
It's a
I've mentioned
butt
about her
cat.
is that she is Mysidian, and she's very smart.
So
And she could beat Bazcat in an arm wrestling match,
man.
but I like to think she chose not to.
we'll
Somebody asked
never
about her.
know. But yes, keep that in mind. She is Mysidian originally.
Yep.
So when she said, and you know that, because when she said I was born here, total lie. Total lie.
Yeah.
None of you picked up on that as players, but that was a deliberate. She tells people that that's what she tells people where she's from.
Yeah.
But she did have an adverse reaction to Izzy. Surprise!
surprised me.
Ace has no idea about this either, so it's gonna be fun watching him react to this.
Oh yeah, he's
So
gonna
to talk
come
about
back
that
and he's
next
gonna
week.
be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, sorry, I was doing shit on the ship. Euphrasia, where's your sister?" And she's like, "Oh my god, this is my sister Liv. She's Mysidian too. The Mysidian girl that I was telling you about all this time. I know you guys are gonna get along with like a house on fire."
He's gonna be like, "What the fuck did I do?"
Yeah.
It's that broom, Izzy. It makes you a target. Anyway, so
Yeah, she hates brooms. She hates
She
cleaning.
hates brooms.
She's a vengeance paladin. I will put that out there for the public. She is a vengeance paladin.
her vengeance is
Something.
against the brooms. So with
She
that,
hates cleaning.
thank you all for playing. Thank you all for watching, either live or on YouTube. 2 more streams this week. We've got Golden Vault on Wednesday and then Dragonbane on Thursday. Dragonbane is also coming to at least the season finale kind of conclusion. So just a couple more episodes there. We're going to take a little bit of a break from Dragonbane, and then if we want to come back in the future, it's going to have one of those open-ended. So we're coming towards the end of the season on that one. Other than that, you should totally check out our Discord. We just finished up our May Hero Forge Challenge, and we're doing our June Hero Forge Challenge. And of course, the theme is Pride. So we're doing our best Pride minis that we can think of. And as just a reminder, you can put 2 minis on a thing. So just keep that in mind if you want to make some kind of cute little scene or something like that. But that's the only
Oh,
stipulation.
Lord.
We have a couple weeks to do it. Then we all vote, and then somebody wins something fun. So. Or I win and then just keep rolling it down until someone wins a big prize. So,
One of these days.
Other than that, I mean, Ravnok won. I'm just real good at it.
Oh yeah, Ravnok won. I know. I'm biding my time though.
Mm.
I have yet to fully cook.
But we've had 3 of
I'm
these
cooking.
so far. And so you should join. They're very fun. And then also join the Patreon if you'd like. You can join for completely free. And then we do post shows that we put up. Just not tonight, like I said, because my schedule this week is ridiculous. But other than that, thank you all so much.
Blast for what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to next episode.
I just had a brain blast.
Next episode's going to be great.
Okay.
Speaking of
I
which,
also have an idea.
we'll see you next week. Oh,
Yeah.
now I'm going to miss the post show. So we'll talk in Discord, though. I want to know. And don't you forget to tell me what shenanigans you're planning over there, Psychic.
Right.
Oh, I've already sent you the message.
Oh, okay, perfect. Well, with that, everybody,
Yeah.
Lally Ho, thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you next week. Bye, everybody.